So today we're going to learn how to make the easiest chocolate chip cookie recipe ever. Make it for my family for 20 years now. I'm starting out with Crisco. I got about a half a cup of Crisco, butter flavored because it gives the flavor of that butter in your cookies. I'll put that in my mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, that's fine. You can do this by hand. Like I said, I just want quick and easy. I got about 6 tablespoons of Imperial, not real butter. I'm all about making it economical as well. So I've got that in my bowl. I'm going to add 2 eggs to the mixture, and then we'll get out our sugars. I'm still using my same measuring cup. That's the beauty of this recipe. It's the same 3/4 cup throughout the whole entire process, so you don't have a lot of dishes when you get done either, because I'm all about easy. So there went 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Here comes 3/4 of a cup of white sugar. Throw it in there. Turn on your mixer. While that's going, no big deal, I've got my other teaspoon. I'm going to add there a teaspoon of salt. And I got my vanilla in my hand. I really like vanilla, so I let it flow over just a little bit. While that's going, move some of my goodies out of my way. I've got my dry mixture. So we're about halfway done with our recipe already. I'm going to zoom in here and see what it looks like. You can leave this on high if you want, just to get all the lumps out of it. You just want it so that it's pretty smooth before you add in your dry ingredients. Like I said, this will be a wet mixture right now, so we get everything added back into it. Again, I got my 3/4 cup. Altogether, you're putting in 2 1/4 cups of flour.
2 1/4 cups of flour.
But I'm doing it 3 times with 3/4 cups. So there's 3/4 cup. There's a cup and a half. There's 2 1/4. And my handy dandy teaspoon. Got to add some baking soda in there so that it will raise down to the bottom of the box. Again, we'll turn that on not quite as high. We don't want flour thrown everywhere. Again,
don't forget to leave me 3 out before you add those chocolate chips.
Yes, we have someone in our family that doesn't do chocolate chips in his cookies, so he gets the first 3 on the pan. Then we add chips to the rest of it. You want to get in here and look and see what it is real quick, what it looks like now that we've added all the dry ingredients. It looks a little bit dry. Don't worry, that's how you kind of want it to look before you put it on the pans. So with that being,
stirred good?
All except the bottom. I have found in my mixer that often the very bottom of the bowl gets left out, and it's a lot mushier than the top. So we're going to give that one quick stir there so I can get it all mixed up. There we go. Alright, so now, move that out of the way. I just have a regular cookie scoop and a sheet cake.
What size cookie scoop?
You know what? They come in small, medium, and large, and this is the medium one. I would say it probably holds 2 tablespoons. You can use a regular spoon for that. This is just nice because it makes them all consistently the same size. So I've scooped them out. Usually I can get about 14, 15 cookies on this sheet pan. You want to leave enough room for them to spread.
And we have to warn the boys that these 3 are mine.
That's true. For the rest of us that like chocolate chips, I've got my same 3/4 cup. I'm going to add 1.
Are those semi-sweet?
Semi-sweet are the way to go. 2, and as you can tell, they're not completely full because I want 2 solid cups of chocolate chips. So I got 3, and they're about mostly full.
So we've got right at 2 cups of chocolate chips.
2 cups of chocolate chips. That's all mixed.
That was quick.
Doesn't take long at all.
Those stand mixers make it easy, don't they?
Very much so. You can use a handheld mixer if you want to do that, or you can even do it by hand, which is how I started out 20 years ago. But Christmas came and I got goodies from Santa, and this was one of them. Again, I just level off the cookie scoop, put it on my cookie tray, and we're ready to go. We're going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 350, and they'll cook probably about 10, maybe 11 minutes. And just kind of eyeball them. I know my son likes them crunchy, so they go 12 minutes for him. My other son likes them gooey, so we go 10 minutes for him. Just kind of whatever.
So preheat the oven to 350?
Yep. Let's go ahead and get that off the stand.
And bake?
Yep. We can get these in the oven here in just a minute. Shouldn't take very long. Phew, 3 more. And then that pan's ready for the oven. Alright. All ready to go.
Alright.
We'll see what it looks like in 10 minutes.
You go ahead and do your next pan?
You can. Yep, you can have it all ready to go. So when the first pan comes out,
so that is as easy as it takes. How long do they stay in the oven?
depending on how you like them, 10 to 12 minutes at 350. 10 minutes if you like them a little bit gooier, 12 minutes if you like them crispy the way the oldest son likes them. Usually get them out, put them on a piece of either wax paper or parchment paper. You can find either in the baking aisle, or actually it's in the at Walmart. You can find it over with the styrofoam plates and silverware and all of that. Ziploc bags, it's in that same area. You can get a roll of parchment paper or wax paper. I tend to use parchment paper just because I have more of it on hand. Love my Pampered Chef cookie scoop, by the way. This is the one that I have used for years, and it still keeps plopping out just the right size cookies. One more and that one's done, and then we'll get our parchment paper and you'll need some sort of a scoop to get your cookies off of the tray. That out of the way. Those out of the way.
And it's okay if you want to eat a handful of chocolate chips along the way.
Usually I do. Really good for that. And this becomes my cookie scoop to get them off the tray. And now we wait.
And now we wait. And now it's just cleanup except for the bowl, right?
Right. I'll go ahead and hand this over to Dad,
the cameraman.
And like I said, you literally have two, I don't know where my other spoon went, two dirty dishes. You've got your teaspoon and you've got your 3/4 cup. That's your only, plus your bowl will be the only thing that you have to, there it is, will be the only thing that you have to wash. Easy cleanup.
That and the bowl, that's it. And of course this, but it will be licked clean.
Clock on the wall.
The clock on the wall tells us we put them in about 20 after, and so we'll come back and we'll focus on that here in a few minutes. Oh, she's sneaking some. She can't help it.
Now add a bite.
Okay, look at the clock on the wall, and now we're about 10 minutes later, and she's ready to pull them out of the oven.
We like them where they're just a little bit brown on the edges.
Ooh, look at those three without chocolate chips.
I was just thinking my favorite, oh, there goes the timer. This one right here, the one with all the chocolate
And
chips.
do we go ahead and put the other one in?
Yep, we're going to leave that and let it cool for maybe a minute or two. We'll get the second one in so it can go ahead and start cooking. And from here, it looks like we have enough dough to do maybe one more.
So she's setting it
batch
for
of
another
cookies.
10 minutes.
And then it's time to start pulling them off the tray. This is the gooey batch for my youngest.
Oh,
Slide it
look at
right
that
up.
delicious cookie.
slide it right off. We're just going to let them cool here. I know some people use wire racks. I never got into that because this is, again, quick, easy cleanup when I get done. Put the cookies in their bags.
And they are soft, but they harden up a little bit, don't they?
Yeah, they'll cool. They'll cool off. You know, they still cook a little bit while they're on their pan. I let them sit for just a little bit of time so I can slide them off the pan. But another thing about using parchment paper or wax
those
paper.
smell so good.
So when you're done, you got your cookies put away, you crumple up the piece of paper, there's no cleanup, there's no washing of wire racks. Again, I'm all about quick and easy, simple recipes. Dad's get put down here in the corner, so nobody takes Dad's cookies. Chocolate chip cookies with no chocolate chips. And then we're ready to bring the pan over and
you don't
bring the bowl over.
But you don't clean off your pan between them, do you?
No.
You just stick them back in there.
Yep, stick them back in there. They've already been used once. Don't have to worry about spraying your pan. The oil and the Crisco you have in your cookie dough is just enough to get them to slide off the pans.
Now, how many cookies does this recipe make? About?
Depends on how many boys come through the kitchen when you're making them. Truly.
Well, that's true. So far we've already got
should be 14 on that pan.
14 on that pan. We've got a pan in the oven. We're on the next
And
batch.
we'll probably have this pan will probably be about mostly full. So over 3 dozen. You should get about 3 dozen cookies out of a batch.
So it's pretty economical.
Yeah.
Now, where are these cookies going?
These are actually going to a bake sale tomorrow at school. We've got boys in basketball, and we're trying to raise funds. So if anybody wants to throw some money our way at Marietta basketball, we would love any donations. Get our boys things that they need. And look at all the cookie dough left in the bowl. There will be enough for my husband to have another cookie.
Another cookie without chocolate chips.
No chocolate chips.
Maybe 2.
Maybe. I think you got enough for 2 down here.
So it made 14, 14, and 14.
Well, technically 14, 14, 13.
Well, you're making the 14th one right now, aren't you?
No, that's my 13th.
Oh.
And we're done. So we'll wait on those to come back out. That's our last one. So you're looking at over 3 dozen.
And that took us literally about 20 minutes total.
Yeah,
10 minutes to stir it up, 10 minutes to get the first batch out, 10 minutes. We got 6 minutes left if you look at the clock for the second batch.
Most of your time is in cooking the cookies. And if you have something bigger than an Easy Bake Oven like I have from the 1990s, you could probably fit 2 trays in there at once. My oven just doesn't have the space.
And that's okay because it
gets the job done.
That's right.
The Easy Bake Oven. Good old Whirlpool.
All right.
Hope this was helpful. Hope you now have an easy, quick recipe to make chocolate chips.